Hello and welcome to another episode of Scruffy Get in the Kitchen. This week we're making chicken chasette. It's not one of those awful French recipes, all it is chicken thighs in this case, set in yoghurt and tomato, which should be quite nice. Now what you want to do here is you want to puree your yoghurt and tomato together, so first thing we've got to do is peel a tomato. This is my first time peeling a tomato, so what you do is you go in lightly with your knife, preferably a sharp knife, and just dig sort of underneath skin, which is fairly shallow, so it's just like that, digging slightly under and working round under the skin until you eventually encounter your raw tomato, which is what you want for pureeing. It's fairly straightforward to peel a tomato. It's a bit like peeling an apple, but you've got to be a bit more delicate with it. Just be a bit more gentle with it. I've cocked it up slightly, but it doesn't matter. Next thing you want to do is you want to chop your tomato fairly finely, so just chop it into segments. If you can see that. Just chop your tomato into segments. You'll get these green sort of pips out. You're not really interested in them. So what you want to do, chop your tomato into segments like that, and in this instance we're going to blend it by hand, which isn't ideal, but there you go. Just put your segments in a pan. You want to use plain yoghurt for this, so you just want to pour your yoghurt over tomato segments in pan. Just half one of these pots will do. Just pour your yoghurt over your tomato segments and spread it out a bit. Next you want to add your water, and in this instance we're going to pan blend it. So just a bit of water in there. Just a bit of water in there. If you can see it there, it's a bit awkward. Just until it's a third of the way up, roughly. Next we're going to pan blend all this. Take about 20 seconds with this. Softer instrument. Oh dear, it goes everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. Ideally you need a blender with a lid. After that, it's making a mess at the kitchen. Yeah, you need a blender with a lid to do that, really. Right, so that's your liquid. Just give it a whirl round in pan. Just give your liquid a sort of a whirl round. You can do better than that. Just whiz it around with your fork. So it just sort of blends in. Next you want your flour. Personally, I'll use plain flour for this. We've got any left. And what you want to do with this is just cover bottom of your mixing bowl and pour your pureed ingredients in, all of them, and just whiz them round in pan in mixing bowl. Just stir them round till you get a nice sort of don't want to be so stiff, but sort of a loose doughy mixture. Sort of a loose doughy mixture. Ideally you want chicken breasts for this recipe, and for purposes of demonstration we're using chicken thighs, and it's just a matter of cutting bones out. It's cutting bone away from thigh, because you don't want to be playing about with that. So you just want to trim that away. What you want to do next is you want to peel skin off the chicken. Ideally you'd want skinless chicken for this, but it's fairly expensive, so just get your fingers under like that. Just need to get your fingers under and just peel it away like that. It just comes straight away and you get that raw chicken underneath, which is what you want. What you want to do next is arrange your chicken breasts or thighs or whatever in a roasting tin. Just arrange in a roasting tin like so, and the next thing we want to do is we're just going to fry them for a couple of minutes. We're just going to fry them in roasting tin for a couple of minutes prior to putting this in oven. You want to get these roasting nicely away, and it helps if you grease your pan beforehand. I'm using butter, but normally I just use olive oil, but it's fairly expensive. And just turn them over occasionally until they're sort of golden brown. Now they're more or less semi-cooked. What you do is you add your puree mixture next. Just spoon it over the top so it sort of marinades it in. Spoon it over the top until it's nicely covered. So you get a nice even covering. Should do it. And you want to put in oven and cook on gas mark 7 for about half an hour. Now it's independent at boil,